Okay, so most of the things we're using for indoor arrangements are needle type or a fine textured plant. But you can use rhododendron or pieris branches. They make good indoor cut plants. They don't last, in my experience, they don't last as long as like the cypress and the boxwood and the mugo pine. But this has a nice texture that you could bring in, and even has this kind of little dusting on it that almost feels like snow. So this is a very good plant to use. It's a Yaku rhododendron. But Pieris japonica and regular rhododendrons, those all would be good choices for indoor arrangements. So we're going to look at a plant that is really unusual, and we didn't even know that it would make a good cut flower or leaf for in your arrangement. This is a Japanese plum yew or Cephalotaxis. And you can see I have it underplanted of this tree here, but it's got a dark green leathery needle, and it is a great choice. I don't know if you can see with the light probably pretty well. It's got these great dark, thick needles, and it lasts for almost a month, 6 weeks, in just if you're in Oasis and put it in the on a mantle or into an arrangement. So this is a top choice. It's a little hard to find, but if you want something different in your garden. So I had a hillside when we did a landscaping project that was a little difficult to maintain, and the garden designer that I worked with recommended doing all conifers, the entire bed. So we have a full border here of evergreens that goes about 40 feet. And you can see it's beautiful in the winter. We don't see it in the winter, but it's also nice in the summer. It does not need to be weeded. It has a great mix of plants, and I'm going to show you a few that you can cut and bring in and use in your indoor arrangements. This is another version of a cypress that has that fine textured leaf. Just going to try, but you can see it's a variation on this. They aren't necessarily needles, they're like considered awl-shaped leaves, AWL, but you could use this in an arrangement and it will hold really nicely. One plant that a lot of people have in their gardens are blue spruce, which is a giant tree. This is a dwarf blue spruce. It does not make a great cut plant. It loses its needles really quickly indoors, so I would pass on this one. But my favorite, probably my favorite plant in my garden, besides the boxwood, to use in arrangements is this juniper. It's called blue owl juniper. And can you see the amazing berries that it has? And I've used this from little tips like this to a large branch, but I might come back way back here with loppers and take this entire branch. But you can see it's feathery and silvery, and it makes a great contrast to a dark green plant. So if you're looking for a plant to add to your garden, I really recommend this gray owl juniper. Okay, so